Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the east spawn of Airfield and it's under the command of Sunshinebilly. Now Sunshinebilly is actually on the Southeast Asia server, so sometimes there's bots in the games, but on this occasion he's managed to get a full crew of humans rather than computers or bots. And he's moving off to his firing position. Now the M44, based on the Walker Bulldog hull, it's got a 155mm howitzer in a swivel mount, which means it can fire over quite a wide arc of a field of fire, and it will do 550 alpha, penetrating up to 39mm of armour with a burst radius of 7 meters. He's ready to go. But he's in a rather obvious position there, actually, sitting in that bush. That's the most often used position for Arty on this battlefield. So it's not a very smart place to be, because if the enemy knows about it, they might decide to look in there and see if there's anybody at home. Okay, we've got a baguette turned up, the Bretagne Panther. I like calling it the baguette anyway, because I think it's funny. But, oh, now he's got a serious opposition there. An IS-2. He's dialing in. Rounds out. Near miss for 168. RNG said the shell should fall to one side because it's a Russian tank, or a Soviet tank I should say. Now his reload time is 16.79 seconds. He's not using premium consumables, and whilst he'll save on the consumables, it will detract or reduce his rate of fire. Well, he's looking over in this direction because an enemy tank was spotted, and it's an AMX 12 ton. And well, a light tank with 155mm shell landing nearby, it's going to do a lot of damage. Okay, yes, he's going to do the right thing and fire behind the rock. Accurate shot. And that AMX 12 ton is bound to have taken some damage from that shot. And another shell from our other Arty landed nearby, a Hummel. And the MX 12 ton's just been blasted out of existence by our Oni. So he's out of the game. We're going for the KV3. We're dialed in. But he decided not to shoot. The KV3 it moved forward and it wasn't in the perfect position. Okay, he's now looking up in the pocket. And another enemy tank has actually turned up near those bushes. This time around it's a T-34-85M. And whilst the Oni can't hit him whilst he's behind the rock, we can. And the Hummel can too. So we're about to shoot. He's gone missing. But that won't stop us firing in there. And a round goes out and lands long. Knocks down a tree, but I think it would have splashed that T-34. Down to the south we've got some action going on. KV-85 and a Striv 74 fending off some of our guys, but we've got a Firefly sitting there, and he looks like he's actually trying to take part in the action by shooting at our teammates, and he gets a direct hit there, and that's bound to have done some damage because it would have hit the side armour, and the Firefly is more heavily armoured at the front than at the sides, and so yes, that's going to have cost him. Unfortunately, we lost some of our teammates down the south, but so did the enemy. And then we're now going for an AT-15A, which is a Tier 7 premium tank destroyer. And he took a direct hit for 254 there. And I think the round hit the weak spot right on top of the turret on that cupola on the turret roof. Well, it's not a turret roof actually, but on the roof of the tank destroyer. It's waiting for the reload to go through. You get plenty of ammo in an M44, but it's all HE. Round out. Lands near where he was, so I presume that would have splashed him, unless he pulled back. Okay, the baguettes come around the corner. He's attacked our Tiger P, lining up a shot. He's killed the Tiger P, and all we did was stun him. I'm afraid the shell landed short. He wasn't fully dialed in by the time he fired, but the Panther is, or was, I think, tracked there by one of our teammates, but he fixed his track and now is on his way again. That Firefly has not moved, and he's taken a lot of damage. He's down to 26, so this could be a kill shot if we get it on target. Oh no, it zipped over his engine deck and landed behind him. It looks like he might be AFK actually, because he's sitting there still side on to us as he was before. So another round's going out, and that killed him. Yep, he was AFK. Okay, KB3, and he's on this side, in the pocket on this side, which is quite dangerous. We've got the Oni below, so he's proximity spotting him. Any second now, we'll put a round into the KB3. Nice one, 230. Non-penetrating shot, but still does some damage. The KB3 there is a one-shot. We could splash kill him. Just wait for the reload to go through, and then fire around in his direction. Rounds out. This will be a kill. It is. Unfortunately, our Oni took some damage there from the KB3 on the other side. But I think we can stun this guy again. The Hummel's trying to hit him as well, and it's just stunned him, which means that when we fire here and hit him... Oh, no, we didn't. I was going to say, if we hit him now after the Hummel stunned him, then the Hummel will pick up the stun assist. Anyway, we'll have another go, and this could be a kill shot. He's low enough. One in the back of the turret. No, it splashes him for 78. The shell landed to one side again. The Soviet cloak of dispersion managed to disperse our shell in the wrong direction. And that KB3 is still doing damage, but gets nuked by the Oni. And there's not a lot the Belarusians can do to disperse a shell that's fired directly at the target at close range. No, I kid you, they will do it. Okay, fires a round in, hoping to hit the AT-15, but unfortunately all we do is stun him, and we lost the E-25. We're one tank up on the enemy at the moment, but that AT-15, they're fairly difficult to kill, those things. He's lined up, but it's going to be a blind shot. Rounds out, and nope. Lands a fair bit in front of him. Oh, Britann Panther's been seen, the baguette. He's out of the game. Dicamax seen to him. There's a Gnat's Horn nearby as well. And here, there he is. He's been spotted. No, he's got the 88mm gun. 40TP's looking to try and get a shot into his rear. And instead, the 40TP takes a hit from the AT-15 instead. It's difficult to get a shot on that AT-15 where he's positioned at the moment. We need him to come further, closer towards us, and if he does, then we'll get shots, but he'll get shots on the 40TP, and he's stopped, and he's now taking shots. Sunshine Billy fires in, and nope, doesn't get a hit, and the AT-15 is finally killed our 40TP. The Hummel's got involved, and now he's actually turning around and driving back, but gets wiped out by our Dicamax. Jackson, a 90mm armed Wolverine. Oh, that shell went well clear of the Jackson, and we've just lost our Dicamax to their M44. It's 4 versus 3 now. 2 Arty on either side. We fire a blind shot in. Nope. Dicamax is one of the the Jackson is one of the more dangerous tank destroyers, although it's many people say, oh, it's just a Wolverine with a big gun. It's actually quite a potent tank destroyer. I should know actually, because just yesterday I played a game in the Jackson where I was actually sitting on top of a hill, obliterating, definitely taking out and putting shots into the side of heavy tanks a long way away, and there was nothing they could do about it because they couldn't see me. And that 90mm round just goes straight through the side armour of some Soviet heavies. Of course, the Jackson was actually built to take on the German heavy tanks, the Tiger IIs, the Panthers, because the 90mm round was very potent, and well, put a shell in the right place and it will do a lot of damage. Well, he's sitting here in this corner and he hasn't moved all battle, and now will be the time I think to get involved, but he's still sitting here. Okay, the Oni's going to go up and look in that corner, in the northwest corner. There might be an Arty up here somewhere. Let's hope he can dial in on the target. There's the Hummel. He stopped to take a shot, rounds out. This hopefully will hit him. Oh yes, right into him. One shot kill. So that's his third kill now for Sunshine Billy. Now, where is the other Arty? It's an M44. He's got 3 kills, that guy. He's the one who killed the Dickomax. We're looking for where he might be. I think he's going to be on the back row somewhere. There's the Jackson. Line him up. Make it a perfect shot. He's a splash kill. Rounds out. If this lands near him, it badly damages him, but it doesn't kill him. He's got minimal hit points now. I know how many hit points he's actually got because I know the M44's got 280 and there's 301 hit points still showing on the enemy team, which means that Jackson has only 21 hit points left. So he's a splash kill for sure. And you might say, oh, isn't that cheating though? You're working out how much health the enemy tanks have left. No, well, you see, Aslains mods have been passed by Wargaming. And there is a mod in there which shows you the number of hit points left on the enemy team. And there's the M44. And you can see 280 hit points on the move. Which means if there's 301 left. And that looked good. Oh, yes! And that's a counter battery. And there's just the Jackson left. And the 88 makes short work of him once he's seen. And that's the game. So 4 kills there for Sunshine Billy. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. First class tanker for Sunshine Billy in the M44. He got a counter battery for taking out both of the enemy Arty. He took out the M44 and the Hummel. And the M44 kill was actually quite spectacular because the Hummel one, he was a perfect shot. Straight down the line, went right into the cockpit of the Hummel, took him out altogether. But the M44 one, I wasn't sure he was actually going to get that, but he did. And he also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18 in total. And he got a Gore's medal for getting more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And a win 8 of 6,571, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. In fact, he got the 3rd highest damage in the game. The high scorer was, in fact, the Oni, who managed to get a cool-headed, high-caliber and a steel wall for 3,426 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the KB3 on the enemy team with 2,973. And then, of course, Sunshine Billy with 2,442. Of course, the Hummel on our team managed to get a Confederate. And the Baguette Panther managed to get Oskin's medal, and their AT-15 got a tanker sniper during that game. When it came to kills, it was shared between the Oni, Sunshine Billy, and the Baguette Panther with 4 kills. And when it came to base XP, it was actually the Oni with 1,450, then the Hummel with 1,041, and then Sunshine Billy with 1,022. So all very close together. These were the only players who managed to get over 1,000 base experience points in the game. 27 shots fired, 9 direct hits, 2 penetration for 18 splash. Damage of 2,442 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 355 hit points of stun assist or 15 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 45,143 credits from that game, got 22,572 for holiday ops, 67,715 credits altogether, and after ammunition resupply took away 54,080 credits. He got 3 bombs for the medal, for the Gore's medal, and 1,533 XP times 2 for the first victory, 3,833 from holiday ops, took away 6,899 experience points altogether. So a particularly satisfying battle for Sunshine Billy. He didn't move the entire battle actually, and surprising because he wasn't counter-batteried. You'd think that the enemy Arty were experienced enough to actually know where to look for him, and if his teammates had been indicating exactly where he was, then he would have looked straight in the position and would have seen him there sitting behind the bush. bush. It's not the best of positions to be in. If you're in that corner, I know I do tend to stay still when I'm in that corner as well myself, but occasionally I have been counter-batteried there, so I do know that it's one of the places you have to be cautious about going into, because you might get counter-batteried there. If you enjoyed that game, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thank you for watching.